chemical equation. This is the one of the important chapter in class 10th. So in this chapter we will see some of the basic topics like what is the meaning of chemical reaction, what is chemical equations, and what are the characteristics of chemical reactions. How to balance the chemical reactions, what are the different types of chemical reactions, and finally we will see what are the applications of these chemical reactions in day-to-day life. Let us see first what is chemical reaction. So let us write here, what is chemical reaction? It is a chemical change. It is a chemical change that produces one or more new substances with new properties, or it is a rearrangement of atoms take place in a chemical reactions. So let us see one example. Magnesium, it is in solid states. When react with air we mostly contains oxygen, so normally it reacts with the air, so it will give you magnesium oxides. Now here we take magnesium as a ribbon form, and in ribbon form magnesium is the surface of the magnesium is consist of magnesium oxide layer, so air cannot directly react with the magnesium. First we should remove the magnesium oxide layer by using sandpaper, by rubbing the sandpaper, then we can react magnesium with air. Now second is, what is chemical equation? What is chemical equations? So here we'll see, it is the representation of a chemical reaction using symbols of elements and formulas of compound. So let us see, this is reactants, and in symbolic form we are writing products. Here we can see in previous reaction also magnesiums, this is in the equation forms, so this is a representation of elements and formula of the compounds. So here when reactant convert to products we require some conditions also, some certain conditions like temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. Now let us see. Characteristics of chemical reactions. Characteristics of chemical reaction. Characteristics means how we can identify the chemical reaction. So let us see here. Evolution of gas. When gases evolve out. So we can see here, let us take one example. Zinc solid form. Using dilute H2SO4, it will give you zinc sulfate plus H2 gas. So here gas is hydrogen. Second, formation of a precipitate. formation of a precipitate. So here again examples we can see PbNO3 whole twice plus potassium iodide will give you PbI2 plus KNO3. So first balance it. So here you put here 2, so here it will be 2. Then here lead is 1 but iodine is 2, so put here 2. So again it will be all balanced. It will be 2 lead, 2 PbI2. So 2 NO3. No, this is not to be balanced. Now it is balanced. Now third, change in color. So this is your third case, change in color, formation of precipitate. So change in color, take here potassium dichromate plus SO2. SO2 is a gas, it will give you K2SO4 Cr2 SO4 whole thrice plus water. Okay, so this is green in color. Chromium sulfate is green color. This is green color. So here you can see color also. Now one more topic is change in temperature. Change in temperature. Change in temperature. So we have examples, very good examples. Calcium oxide plus H2O will give you calcium hydroxide plus energy. So this energy is exothermic. Delta is, this energy will be your exothermic. Exothermic. What is the meaning of exothermic? Exothermic means in which heat is produced. In which heat is produced. So there are some reactions in which heat is produced but heat is absorbed also. So we can take one more examples. Barium hydroxide plus NH4Cl when react with ammonium chloride, it will give you barium chloride plus ammonia plus water. So this is your endothermic reactions. Okay, now one more thing is change in state. So in reaction, a state can also take place. State means state of the substance can also convert into other form. So you can see examples. Candle wax, if you heat it, it is converted into candle wax, but this candle is in solid state, so this will convert into liquid state plus CO2